In this video, I will talk about how much do you need to know about hardware working as an entry-level IT support technician or working as a help desk, whichever title that they give you. You do need to know about basically a little bit about hardware. You don't need to really get into extreme detail of, like, let's say this laptop is having an issue and let's say the monitor has a crack in there. Now, they don't expect you to get into these laptop, open the screen and fix it. Now, I don't know if other people are doing it, but I'm just talking about the corporate world where businesses are kind of like medium-sized businesses and even smaller sized businesses who are doing things correctly. Then they shouldn't be asking you to fix the screen. They should have a company or a contract with another company that you can send them this laptop, or this may be under the warranty. So what you need to do from your end, my suggestion to you is, when you get into a company, try to go into their inventory first. Try to look which type of models do they use. Are they using HP company, and then what type of models, because a lot of companies try to keep things a little bit like similar type of laptops in each batches. Some companies remove their laptops or change their machines 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. This is really up to their budget and everything. But what you should really need to know is the model and how to get into the Dell or HP websites, and then actually finding out the information from the serial number. Now, some applications are built like Spiceworks. It can scan the laptop and let you know that this machine is expired, that it has this type of warranty or not. But again, you should know how to do it manually by going to the Dell website, downloading their tools. They have every company have their own specific tools. You can actually download that, run it over here on these laptops, and then find the information. The next step is going to be to find out the procedure. You should ask your managers that, okay, if a laptop is broken or something like that, who do we contact? How do I fix this? By going to the companies, usually they will say, oh yeah, we have a contract. Make sure you go and submit a ticket to the help to the desk, HP, Dell or HP or anything, Lenovo, whatever that you guys are using. Then you may do that procedure to get that more understanding. Rest of the stuff like monitors, like wiring and stuff like that, you should at least know what these things are. Like, how do you connect the monitor with a desktop? Like, these are pretty old desktop, by the way, right there. Look at these old ones right there. You should definitely organize hardware stuff. Like, if it's smaller stuff, you don't want to be running around, make it a junky room where you cannot find small things. It's just going to stress you out in the beginning. So try to separate things out, label them, put it into each, you make it little small areas for these things. Like, we have cameras, toolboxes, phone devices on this side, and then smaller things over here. So then it makes it really easy for you. If something is required or something is being asked for or something you have to look, then it's really easy to get in and get these stuff without getting too stressed out. In some companies, they may be using Mac devices, and most of the trainings that people train you for help desk, even ours, we don't train you on Mac devices. So just keep that in your mind, that this is something that you're gonna also see in your job. Don't get shocked. This is normal. People use different type of things for graphic designing departments. They love these type of things. So get used to that, because like I said, you just have to go and find out which model they're using. Try to play around with it. I know most of the companies, what they do is they make their own little setup area where you as a technician can come and actually play around with these things. And this is very normal for you to ask your managers or your senior level people that, can I get a little bit lab for myself, because I know I'm new to this company, you guys are using little different products, and I want to get that understanding. And most of the IT co-workers are best, because usually they know, they've been through this stuff. Don't worry about it. They don't think that, oh, how can you not know this stuff? They don't do this kind of stuff. Most of the people, 95% of the people in IT is going to come and actually help you out, teach you. So try to take a lot of notes in the beginning. Don't let it to the point where you're just sleeping while they're giving you instructions. Don't be that person. Then of course that's going to piss off people, because they have families, they have time, they invested all that energy, they're teaching you all that stuff. So make sure you take a huge advantage of this type of learning from the people, because that's where your confidence is going to go high and your stress level is going to go down. You should definitely know about the differences between cabling. You don't really need to go into making a cable or something like that. I know most of our A+ courses in college is gonna wasted one of our whole semester on this stuff. It's useful. I'm not saying it's not useful, but in the beginning, to be honest, the entry level people, you really don't need to to worry too much about hardware. I can tell you that. If you go to the company, usually they have contracts and you just get used to it. Whatever they're using, people just get used to their products. People get used to the printers. People get used to devices, all the equipments for like, LCD, whatever, monitors, everything that they use. You just get used to, because every company is different company. They know that it's just not normal for someone to know everything. But in our training, remember, in phase 2 we give testout.com access, and testout.com have really nice simulations. Like they have like this simulators where a desktop will show up and they say connect this to here, connect that to here, what is that thing, what is the name of that, and then they have videos on top of it. So of course, from education side, if you're taking our live courses, the phase 2, this is what you're learning in phase 2. Not only this, but in phase 2 you get into more technical things about operating system, boot issues, boot errors, device driver errors, stuff like that. Then we get you into that learning, which is a little boring learning, but we just tell people that just go through it. You really don't need to master anything in IT in the beginning. Nothing at all. You just need to know it, so then you feel better. Because the problem with a lot of people, when they land a job, when they're so new, they think that they need to know everything, and they feel like I'm not a very useful person, which I'm going to make another video on this. They feel like that, but most of us who work with you don't think like that. We think that you're brand new and you will learn. I'm going to teach you once, I'm going to teach you twice. Of course, don't make it too much, because then of course I'm going to be like, are you not interested in this job? So people will teach you. Don't worry about that stuff. So this was my take on the hardware. All this stuff, don't need to worry too much. Try to learn Active Directory, Office 365, deployments, troubleshooting Active Directory, access issues, sharing and file stuff. That's what you're going to be dealing with. Outlook, almost so many calls about Outlook. That's what you're going to be really concerned in your job. This stuff is just, you're going to get it. Don't worry about it.